Lewis Twins channel. I'm so happy that you are here for today's video. It is officially October and this is the first video of October. I feel like October is one of my favorite months. I don't know if it's because I love Halloween or what about it, but I just love October. And we wanted to kick off our first video of October with a cozy bookish sleepover. We're inviting you to have a sleepover with us. So make sure that you are in your PJs and have a snack and just hang out with us. So I just got home from work. It's a little bit later because my coworker actually did a haircut for me. She gave me my fall haircut. So it is about 8 o'clock and Brittany and I were like, oh my gosh, it's so late. But this is like the time when a sleepover starts. So it is perfect. To kick off this sleepover, I'm going to get all cozy and take a shower. If you didn't watch our last video, we did our fall everything shower routine and we have some good shower gels and good body products. So I'm so excited to use those and get cozy and kick off this night. We have literally burned through this humongous candle. There's like nothing left in it. So I'm gonna go grab another one that we have. This one also just died, so. I was literally struggling so hard to set the vibes because every single one of our candles is dead. Both of these from Trader Joe's, every single one that we have from Trader Joe's, these ones that came in that cute little thing, all are dead. These two candles right here, this one and this one, are carrying the vibes for tonight. This is absolutely on its last leg, so I don't even know if anything's gonna come out of here, but I love this scent, so I'm trying to use it tonight. It smells so good. The vibes have been set. Literally every candle that we have that we can actually light is lit. Our beds are all cozy. I have my lotion on, my perfume. We did our hair all cute. Literally the vibes are set. We have our heater on. Literally all of the vibes for this fall sleepover are set. So what would be a cozy sleepover if we weren't going to make food together? So we're going to be making dinner and we have the perfect recipe to make. When I think about fall, when I think about sleepover, when I think about cozy vibes, I'm always thinking of a pasta. Brianna's coworker thoughtfully gifted us this plant-based cookbook. She literally had it and then she let Brianna borrow it, and then the next day, long story short, she was just like, yeah, like I'm giving you the cookbook, I bought my own and I'm giving you this one. And I'm like, that is so nice. We're going to be making a meal out of this plant-based cookbook. They're not all plant-based recipes, but they just like have like a lot of plant-based ones in here, and it counts like how many plants are in each meal. This is the one that I think that we're going to be making tonight. This like broccoli and walnut and like tomato pasta. And this one has 4 plants in the meal. We have all the ingredients here, and while we're cooking, we're going to be listening to an audio book. This one I just discovered when I was just scrolling on Audible because I'm like in desperate need of finding a new audio book, because the last one that I listened to was Tell Me What You Did by Carter Wilson, and I finished that one 2 days ago. That was our family book club's book for September, so that one was really good. That was like a thriller. If you haven't read that one, I would recommend reading that one. But this one, Hot for Slayer, is by Ali Hazelwood and it's kind of giving me Bride vibes. If you read that book by Ali Hazelwood, I love that book. That was so good. But this one is also has to do with a vampire, and this audio almost had me not getting this at first because it was like saying that it was like a paranormal book, and I was like, oh, I don't do paranormal, I hate that. And then like when I read more about it, I was like, oh, they're saying like vampires are like paranormal, which I don't classify them as that. This is like a very quick synopsis of the book. It's only like 2 hours and 42 minutes long, but basically there's a vampire slayer. I think his name is Laszlo, and for some reason his memories get wiped. I don't know, he forgets what's going on. And the only person that can help him is the vampire that he's been trying to kill. He's like hanging with this girl, her name's Ethel. She lives in Manhattan. He's like crashing on her couch and like hanging out with her and like in Manhattan. He does not remember that he's like supposed to be killing her. And then it says, as his memories slowly return, Ethel realizes she might be in danger of losing more than just her head. It is a Halloween romance, which I think is perfect for this October book and like my first like scary, spooky romance book of the season. It just seems cute and fun, and it's called Hot for Slayer, and I feel like Ali Hazelwood always nails like her romance books. She's like one of my favorite romance authors, so I'm excited to listen to this while we do our cooking. Dinner is served. This literally looked so good and it was so fast. It literally took us probably like 10 minutes. So let's do a taste test. I did end up putting some red chili flakes on it because that's what it looked like in the picture they had on it, even though it wasn't on the recipe. We get some of everything. Ooh, this is pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this and listen to the audiobook. I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty funny. It's giving the perfect Halloween spooky vibes. Now it is time to do our skincare. So first I'm gonna start with this skincare headband because I don't wanna get my hair wet. So first I'm gonna start with this Caudalie spray. This is their grape water and it's just good for moisturizing your skin. And next I'm gonna go in with this Paula's Choice. This is a new product that we've been implementing into our skincare routine. We've literally had this for forever, but we forgot about it. It's for like smoothing your skin, even skin tone. It's for pores. And then next I go in with the Ordinary Niacinamide Serum. We've been using this for years and I just love it. I think it's a gentle niacinamide serum and it helps with breakouts and also like dark spots. This is my favorite moisturizer, the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Double Repair Face Moisturizer. It is really hydrating and it's also fragrance free. I keep my skincare to a minimal, so that is it for my nighttime skincare routine. I do like to use a lip mask, especially when the weather is getting colder. I hate when my lips are chapped. It's literally like one of the worst feelings. So I do this overnight mask every single night and it helps to keep them hydrated. I love this brand Vitamasks. That is it for my nighttime skincare routine, and we're gonna continue with our sleepover by having a movie night. I am so excited, especially since it is spooky season. Movies are just like the perfect thing. I don't know why I've been craving to like watch a Halloween movie, but I really want to watch a Halloween movie. And of course we have to have snacks and candy and everything. We haven't done a good movie night in a long time, so I'm so excited to find something spooky and Halloween coded and eat our movie snacks. Our popcorn is made. We've been really liking olive oil and salt on our popcorn, and then we're gonna be eating it with a few of these Bats and Cats candies from Trader Joe's. And now it comes the most difficult part, which is trying to find a movie. We're gonna be trying to find a movie on Peacock tonight, and I don't know, they have a whole Halloween section. All of them are movies that I want to see, but I just don't know which one I want to see tonight. I'm just scrolling through here and I was like, they have Monster House on here, Friday the 13th, all the classics. They have Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, they have Scream. I think it's too early in October to do like a classic like that for some reason to me. I don't know. They have a Supernatural, Haunted, and Possessed. Definitely staying clear from that section. I hate those types of movies. I don't watch those types of movies. Those would actually really scare me, probably. I love a good psychological thriller. They have a whole section on there. But I think I want to stay with Halloween, and I think I want to do Monster House. I've been wanting to see that for like a while now, so I think that's what we're gonna watch tonight. His friend stays leaving when he needs him. Perfect combo is when you have candy and popcorn together. Ignore this like colossal zit on my face. I don't know where this came from. So we finished our movie and our snacks, and I forget how much I like that animation style. I feel like it's like kind of like odd a little bit, but like I like it. We really enjoyed the movie, and like we were saying earlier, I did not know Peacock had all those movies on there, so we will definitely be doing more movie nights this fall season. If you have not seen that movie, I would definitely recommend watching it. I just feel like it's like one of those classic Halloween movies that I remember watching as a kid. And I'm not gonna talk too much about the movie because I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it. For some reason, Brianna and I have both been craving hot chocolate. We are going to be making this hot chocolate. This is the sea salt caramel. This is from Target. And if you didn't know, all of Target's hot chocolate is vegan. There's like no milk in it, thank goodness. We really wanted the pumpkin one, but they didn't have it. So we're like, sea salt caramel sounds so good. Unfortunately, we don't have any marshmallows, which is like very upsetting. We did pick up this silk cold foam because a lot of the vegan whips for some reason don't last long. So I'm like, there's really no point to get a whip if we can't even use it except for like one time. We're going to be making some hot chocolate with these ingredients, and I'm super excited because I have not had a hot chocolate, I feel like, since the winter time, and that is way too long to go without having hot chocolate. Now I'm just in our cozy little book corner with my hot chocolate. This mug is literally so cute. It's literally Snoopy in a sweater. This is so good, but this is literally so hot. So I wanted to show you our cutesy little TBR shop that we just built. So basically the whole top is like books that we have not read. Some of them being books that I've read that Brianna hasn't read, or books that Brianna has read and books that I haven't read. And then there's also like some that we both haven't read. And then the middle is like dedicated to our fantasies. And I've read most of these anyway. And then like this bottom shelf here is like our cookbook. And then obviously we have like Taylor here. And then we just have some of our bookmarks in here. I was reading this book, A Court of Silver Flames. This is like the last book in the ACOTAR series, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm literally still in the very beginning of the book, but as you can tell, this book is literally huge. I kind of want to read something in tandem with this because this is going to take me forever to get through this. So that's why we're going to play a fun little game. I'm thinking that I want to do a TBR spin wheel. So I think these are going to be the 3 books that I'm going to be choosing from. All thriller books. I'm already reading this huge fantasy. I don't want to get into another fantasy world. I have like Hunting Adeline on that shelf, and I'm like, I just can't do that right now. These are the 3 books that I'm going to put into the spinning wheel. First, we have The Missing Half by Ashley Flowers, and she is the crime junkie podcast host. So like I literally love her, and I literally listen to that podcast every single week. So basically what this book is about this woman, Nick. Her sister Casey went missing, and nobody knows what happened to her. And then also another woman's sister went missing, Jules Connor, and Nick wants to just move on, but then one day Jules' sister Jenna Connor walks into Nick's life and offers her something she hasn't felt in a long time: hope. They're saying that these 2 women disappeared in the same way. They both really don't have a lot of evidence for the police to go on, so it's basically a cold case. It's probably just going to be like 2 cases that are connected to each other, and like them trying to both figure out what happened to their sisters. Then we have good old Frida with The Tenant. I'm like very hesitant to pick this book up because Frida McFadden is very hit or miss. I read her book The Perfect Son. Maybe I read that back in August or September, and I was not a fan of that. So basically it's just about this guy named Blake Porter, and he's fired abruptly from his job. And so once he loses his job, he's unable to make payments on their brownstone that he lives in with his fiance Whitney. And it says she's exactly what Blake's looking for, or is she? Because something isn't quite right. The neighbors start treating Blake differently. The smell of decay permeates his home no matter how hard he scrubs. Strange noises jar him awake in the middle of the night, and soon Blake fears someone knows his darkest secrets. Danger lives right at home, and by the time Blake realizes that it'll be far too late, the trap is already set. This one seems interesting to me because Freida McFadden doesn't normally make the protagonist of the book be a male, so this one seems like this could be interesting and like a different vibe from her. And then the last one I will be choosing from is going to be None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Brianna read this in our summer reading video and she liked it. Also, we read Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell, and that is literally like one of the best books I've read so far. We also did it on audiobook, so that could have heightened it because the narrators were chef's kids. They were eating it up. So basically what happens in this one is a woman is celebrating her 45th birthday, and she's a podcast host. Her name is Alex Summer, and she crosses paths with another woman who's very unassuming. She's very low-key, Josie Fair, and it turns out that this woman is also celebrating her 45th birthday. They are birthday twins. A few days later, they jump into each other again, but this time it's outside of Alex's children's school, and Josie has been listening to Alex's podcast and thinks she might be an interesting subject for her series. She tells Alex on the cusp of great changes in her life. Josie's life appears to be strange and complicated, and although Alex finds her unsettling, she can't quite resist the temptation to keep going on the project. Slowly, she starts to realize that Josie is hiding some very dark secrets, and before she knows it, Josie has unveiled her way into Alex's life and her home. But as quickly as she arrived, Josie Fair disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie has left a terrible and terrifying legacy in her wake, and that Alex has become the subject of her own true crime podcast, with her life and her family's lives in grave danger. This one seems very interesting to me, so I'm going to do this TBR spin wheel and see which one we get. Okay, so I'm going to tap and spin the wheel. Honestly, I think I want to read The Missing Half the most. That seems like the most interesting out of all of them. What did we get? I think that's we got The Tenant, which I'm like not that excited to read. That is what I'm going to be picking up now while I drink my hot chocolate, and I think we're going to do a cute little face mask also while we read our books. So I also spun the wheel and I got Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I'm excited to see what this book is about. I liked, as Brittany said, Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell, but I also read None of This Was True by Lisa Jewell, and I thought that one was okay. So I'm excited to see how I kind of feel about this one. I'm not sure how I like her writing style when I'm reading it, but I definitely liked it in audiobook form when we did Don't Let Him In. So you can go ahead and grab your book so you can read along with us. So I think I told you wrong. Whitney isn't his fiance. I think I read the back wrong. I think his fiance's name is Krista. So then who is Whitney? Okay, I get it now. He can't make payments on his brownstone that he shares with his fiance, so Whitney moves in. She's looking for a room to rent to help them be able to make ends meet. So I got to chapter 4 on my book, and I'm laughing because in the part of the book, they got to the part where the main character has lost his job. That was literally like in the very first chapter. And they're like trying to figure out a way to make ends meet, he and his fiance. And she's like, okay, we should try to have somebody probably rent out our room, I guess, in our brownstone so we can make some ends meet. And he's like, I don't know if we should do that. And he's like, you had a roommate before and you hated your roommate. And she's like, so we'll find someone more normal. And the guy says, in Manhattan? Nobody is normal here. You won't find anyone normal. And I just found that funny because that's like kind of true. I think I'm going to have to call it a night. I'm literally so tired. Like I need to get in this bed right this second. So that is going to end today's video. Let us know in the comments below if you like this type of video. I feel like it was like more chatty and more interactive for us. If you like this video, make sure to comment the vet emoji for our cutesy little sleepover. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your post notifications so you don't miss a video from us. And we'll see you next week with a brand new video. Bye!